Amiciacci, oggi vi vogliamo presentare una famiglia che abbiamo conosciuto proprio al parcheggio del Walmart.
Sono una famiglia di viaggiatori, sono argentini ma hanno anche origini italiane e hanno deciso di mollare tutto per vivere in van.
A 55 anni.
Andiamoli a conoscere.
Hello, baby! Can we?
Yes, please.
Come on in.
Ciao, I'm Andrea. I'm 55. I was born in Buenos Aires.
I'm Horacio. I'm 56. I born in Mendoza, Argentina. We live here in United States for me about 35, 36 years. She lives around 41 years, 43 years. And we start this trip about 6 months ago. We give up everything, we sell everything, and we decide to do this life. We're working and traveling all the time. Full-timers actually. Okay. We have
three dogs.
We have 3 dogs.
Here we
That
go.
one- Come here.
Mommy.
And they're not behaving today.
No.
They behave. Come here. There you
I'm
go.
sorry.
And the third one is right
And
there, il
the
terzo.
È sul trono.
Sul trono.
È sul trono.
I am Italian citizen, by the way. And my grandparents are from Tolentino, Macerata.
Mio nonno è nato in Lauria, provincia di Potenza. Mia nonna Brigida è nata in... non mi ricordo. Non mi ricordo, scusa. Però sì, io capisco, ma non parlo.
So what's your plan for the travel? Where do you wanna go?
We were going to go to Alaska this year, but the borders were closed, so we're going to travel around the United States for now, and then next year.
Yeah, sometimes we don't know if we are going to go in March and return fast, or we are going to go in July, August, because we want to see the northern lights. After that, the idea is stay a little bit more in the United States to see the rest of the places that we didn't see it, and
then
go
Panamericana.
all the way south to Argentina.
Sí.
Planning to do it in about
Who
2
knows?
years, but who knows the
Who
plans?
knows?
Never
Right,
works.
right.
So when did you decide to change your life?
I came here hitchhiking when I was 21, and I always loved to travel. Last year with the pandemic, friends from France and Argentina came to our house. They get stuck in next to our house in Arizona. So that little thing started to work back in my mind.
Yeah, but they've been traveling, let me tell you, they've been traveling for 15 years in a titineo.
And a motorhome.
So the little, things started going into our minds. Should we do it? Should we not do it? So from one day to the next, we decided to do it.
Yeah,
One day to the next.
And
We're crazy like that.
And we're really crazy on that. We decided on December 31st, 2020, and we start in April, and we start first only with a motorhome, and after a month and a half, we buy a Jeep.
How do you like it so far, this life?
Oh,
I'm
in
beginning
love.
to love it. It took me a while, but I'm beginning to love
She
it.
cried
Yes.
50% of the time the
Yes.
first month.
Yes.
25% of the time the second month, and now once in a while.
Because it's hard for a woman.
Yes.
And especially because she never traveled, she never did all the crazy things that I did.
I
So
always
we always
travel.
travel in a hotel, on
yeah.
you know,
In a different
normal
way.
tourism. The what they call normal.
But
whatever.
now she's
Now
realizing.
she starts to enjoy. She
I
loves
miss my babies. We got two
the
daughters,
three
two
babies
sons
that
and
they
a
are
daughter.
28, 27, 26 actually, and 23.
Ma in verità hanno 6 figli, 3 figli umani e 3 figli
Cani.
È vero, veramente, sì, certo.
6 figli.
sì. That's pretty much our story. We started from one day to the next. We decided to do it.
How is your office every day?
Right here.
This is the office. Yes, every day 8 in the morning. I open and I start to work until 5 p.m. I change the window every time that I want. Every time that I want to change it, I just move and that's it.
It's pretty incredible. I was telling Mara a time that we went boondocking in Idaho, Twin Falls. We parked really nighttime. We didn't see anything. When we opened our eyes the next morning and we opened the window, we saw like a little Grand Canyon, the Twin Falls right there. It was amazing. It was just
We didn't
amazing.
even knew that we were there.
Yeah.
Because it was night.
We didn't see it.
But
So
it's
that's
beautiful.
one of the surprises that traveling does for you.
Other surprise that we have is one day I knock the door on an RV. We don't know who's going to be on the other side. I mean, like we did it to you.
Yeah.
And we found great people. We get great friends. And they tell me once, okay, all the travelers are a family. And say, that's a cliche. And I realized that no, all the travelers are a family because they help each other. We have a lot of things in common, and it's a beautiful life. This is a 2018 Sprinter, 6 cylinders, 180 horsepower. We bought, like we say, about 4 months ago. 5 months ago, we already drive 9,000 miles. It's using about 11 gallons every 100 miles. We love it. Camperized by Coachman. You can see the top with the slider.
La cosa bella che hanno qui in America è che i camper qui si possono allargare lateralmente, ragazzi, mica come il nostro 2x2 che è lungo, piccolo, stretto. Qua hanno un appartamento con loro.
From inside, you can open it. You level. You have the legs on the bottom. You push a button automatically. It's gonna level the whole camper. And after you level that, you expand this one. In this case, I mean, some motorhomes have 3 of those expands, or even 4, the big ones. But this one is only 1. But it goes all the way to the back. That creates a big space. Here we have generator that is propane generator, 3,600 watts. Here we have storage. We put things that we never use. Here we have the storage where we put all the hoses, the black water hoses, drinking water, the hose to clean the tanks. And here we have one of the electric bikes. Also, we have plenty of storage here. This is the only big one that we have. The others are small. Here you have the water connections. That you have connection for the city. That's the connection to flush the tanks, to clean the tanks and the lights. That's the pump. We can turn it on from here. And in this position, we use the internal tanks for the water. And if you put on this position, you're gonna use the water from the city when you connect it directly. Here is where you connect the electricity, 30 amps plug, 110 volts. Here is the connection for the DirecTV or cable. You have another one inside. We have a 110 volts connection here. The back of the refrigerator, the water heater, the heater, another TV. So at night you can watch, listen, and everything. We never use it, to be honest, and I don't know if I will ever use it, but it's right there.
So you can dance outside, have disco,
Yeah.
fun, a party.
Party outside,
party.
in the middle of nowhere.
That's amazing. And
If it's too much sun, you go.
oh, that's amazing. That's what we need.
Oh, what's wet. If we can put chairs here, watch TV. Here we have a connection for extra solar panels that we never use it because we have the solar panels on the top. And here is the propane tank. It's 11 gallons tank. We use it for the water heater, for the heater, and we use for the kitchen. Get it. We have the 300 watts battery and the regulator that is 80 amps regulator.
And how many solar panels do you
We have 5 200 watt solar panels. His name is Panchito. It's a 1998 Jeep Wrangler 4x4, 2.7 liters on the engine. Is the small one. We use it a lot because every time we park, we disconnect it and we use only this one. You lower this hook and connect it here. It's very simple. We put these in order to have the 3 dogs in the back and they cannot jump. We have a regular standard cabin for sprinters 2018. All the models have the same one. We have the 2 captain chairs that we can turn around. We have a backup camera and side cameras. Here is a bed for 2 people, but because we already have the bed for us, we use it as a storage. Here we have the control of the regulator and the batteries. We have storage here that we have some food, first aid kit. Here we have the inverter. This is a 1500 watts. This is the internet stuff. It's a modem. You simultaneously can connect 2 different SIM cards, 2 Wi-Fi, and 1 cable, and you're gonna have 5 different sources of internet. You have an antenna for the TV that I never use it, but you can use it for digital TV. Here we have to turn on the water. That's the water pump. This is the heater, and this is the heater for the water tanks, the gray, the black, and the clean water. Here we have, this is the control of the generator. That's the generator. This is a light from outside if you want to use it at night. The light inside. The step, because now when we close, the steps stay open. But if we do that, get out. And when you open, it's going to come out again. This is the kitchen. We have, as you see, a full kitchen with 3 stoves, the oven, microwave, and the sink, double sink, with extractor and light. So it's complete. We have storage here. We have storage here. Water for the dogs. And another storage here. We have a freezer that is very big, honestly, for us. The refrigerator works 110 volts, 12 volts, and propane. And here we have more storage.
How much water do you have?
140 liters clean water, 60 liters black, and 80 liters gray. Here is where we work, we eat, is our dining room, our office. We can seat 4 people here normally, and we have storage here, and you also have another storage here, the TV with the stereo and everything. And if we want to watch it from the bed,
That's the best part.
that's the best part. We do these.
Ah,
You can watch it here, or you can do this
and turn around.
and turn around and watch it from the bedroom. This is our bed that is really big. It's about 2 meters by 170. We flip it to the other side. I cannot because it's not gonna move. He's too old. He's 15 years old.
Oh my God.
So he's okay. We flip it there and we move the whole thing back. In about 2 minutes, it's gonna be all close up to here. And we're gonna have, instead of all that space, only this little space. We have storage here, two drawers. And on the back of this, we have the clean water tank. And now we have the bathroom. That is a full bath. We have the toilet, the sink, and a shower. A block. We have 3. One with the fan here, the AC here. We have another one here. We have one also with a fan here. Okay guys, that's all that we can show you. Please follow us on Instagram and in YouTube as Buenas Rutas, Buena Vida. Okay guys, see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye, thank you.